Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we've got what might be, I think, the best Boulevard series in a long while, and this was long awaited. I ended up not finding these in stores. I ended up ordering them from a hobby dealer that had them. So had to do that because I didn't think we were going to see them. The last set of Boulevard kind of got a little oversaturated in Walmarts, and some of it is still hanging around. So I got a little nervous about this one, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to wait. I'm going to order a set. And it really wasn't terribly expensive, so I guess I'm glad I did that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check it out. We've got the 80 Mercedes-Benz 500 SLC Rally. That is our number 131 in the Boulevard series. Hard to believe there's been that many releases already. And, man, these are pretty cool. So, I don't know, see what the deal is with that. That's interesting. That is interesting. So, these are probably made for somewhere outside the country, is likely what that is. I got these from Diecast. I'll just tell you who I got them from. So, not sure where he sourced these from, or maybe these were sourced from Mattel and were leftovers or something. I'm not sure. No clue. Don't care though, because we got them in our possession, and that was the goal. All right, so here's the Mercedes. Check it out. I guess maybe you would care if you were going to keep them carded if it had that sticker on the back. That might be a detriment to you. I don't know. Actually, I think it comes. If you were careful enough, you could probably peel that off without much issue. Although I just ripped it, but whatever. The barcode's different on the back too. So just so you know. All right. Anyway, into the car. So this, I believe, is a brand new casting. Copyright date 2025. Yes, it is a brand new casting. And another Mercedes. Like, they've just been putting out some really cool Mercedes in Hot Wheels. And this definitely foots the bill. Now, I know not everyone's going to be super stoked about this car, but I think it's awesome. I could see this one hanging out on the pegs, unfortunately, but that's too bad because I think it's actually a very nice release, and it's very, very cool to get this car. I think it's quite awesome. Graphics look pretty good. So, you know, it's got the premium graphics, so you may see some dot matrixy appearance in the printing on the car, but for the most part, this one looks pretty darn awesome. And that's the first one in the set. Brand new casting. I actually like this one even a lot more now that I opened it up and am like holding it, feeling it, rolling it across the table. I like it a lot more than I did think I was going to. Really cool. The graphical representation of the taillights is actually quite nice. Like, from a distance, it almost looks like they are a like jeweled insert with the way that they shaded them. And that's pretty awesome that they were able to do that and get that to kind of almost look like it's an insert. Like, really at a glance, if you weren't really paying attention and looking close, you might think it was an insert. But then again, you know it's Hot Wheels, so you know it's likely not. But yeah, very good job on this one. I think it's quite awesome. All right, we're going to follow that up with quite the banger here. This is a 1995 Lamborghini Diablo SV, a brand new Diablo casting from Hot Wheels. Again, it's got that on the back there. So this is a brand new casting. Very excited for this one. I'm a Lamborghini Diablo fan. You know, the Diablo, the Countach, supercars of my childhood, let's say. So the later Countaches and then the Diablos were cars of my childhood. And this is a brand new casting. And, yeah, man. I mean, it looks pretty sick. Looks like they did a pretty good job with it. Now, it does look a little bit, dare I say, larger than 1/64 scale. It almost is like the same size as the Diablo that was put up by Matchbox long, long ago. And some Matchbox used to put scales on the bottom of their car, so I don't know how accurate they were, but this looks about the same size as this guy. This is a Diablo from Matchbox from back in the day. They did a decent job on this casting. It's kind of cool. It's got an opening engine compartment there. You know, this is just your basic Matchbox. This being an 8-dot wheel. But one thing you will notice is it's a little bit longer, but not much. Scale-wise, it's pretty close. And this is not 1/64 scale. This is about 1/59 scale, if you believe what's on the base there. So that tells me this is big. And it just looks big. I've got this Diablo, an SV from Kyosho, which should be close to 1/64 scale. I don't have it out for today, so I can't share it with you right now. But I've got a Diablo, an SV in that. I've got it in a CM's diecast, and both of those are much smaller than this. So definitely larger than 1/64 scale. So for those of you that are very much into scale and it being exact, maybe you're not going to be a big fan of this, but I really don't care so much, and I think that this is pretty darn cool. So being 1/59th or 1/60th scale, which is probably closer to what it is what my guess is. And again, I could be completely wrong here. I don't have a digital caliper here to go take a look, and I didn't look it up or any of that. So you don't have to take my word for it. You can measure it for yourself if you want to. This got side mirrors that look pretty decent. I mean, overall, I think it's pretty awesome, and I like it. I just noticed it right away that I thought it was a little bit big. Even in the package. The first time I set eyes on it, I'm like, that's a little big, I think. And I'm probably right, but you guys will let me know if I'm not. Really cool, though. We're getting this. We got an F50 this year. It's just we're really getting some cool supercars from the, everything from late 80s, early 90s, like all that good stuff. We got that 40. Just really, really cool stuff. All right. Next is the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. Number 133 in the set. If anything's going to be a peg warmer, it will be this one. And to be frank with you, that's pretty unfortunate because this is actually looking like a pretty cool model. Now, it's not going to be like a hyped model or anything like that, but it's got the Rally Art logo on it. It's kind of set up like a rally car or rally truck or whatever you want to call this thing, whatever the technical term is. It's pretty awesome looking, right? Like, I think it looks really good. Rally SUV, there you go. Super select 4-wheel drive, Mitsubishi. Like, this looks really good, and I think it looks premium. It looks more premium than a premium Hot Wheels. It's got kind of a premium look to it, this Pajero. So I think this is quite good, and I think this is a really nice one. I don't know. It's going to hang out on the pegs, though, for sure. This will be the easiest one to get. 100%, this will be the easiest one to get on the pegs. And that's sad, honestly, because it's really cool looking. I think all these cars in this set are pretty darn cool. All right, so very awesome. I like it a lot. Maybe not for everyone, but this is the kind of like sleeper winner for me. I think it's really cool. All right, next is, and second to last, is the 77 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. You guys know I'm a fan of this. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I'm a Fire Chicken fan, and I collect Firebirds in 1/64-ish scale. So this is no exception. Anytime they put out this casting, of course, I'm going to need to have it. And it seems like this one's going to be pretty popular. And it's funny, they have Hotbird on the back. It's not the Hotbird casting, but they still put Hotbird on the back, and I like the Hotbird casting as well. I'm a big fan of that as well. That's like one of my more first loves when it comes to Hot Wheels, is the Hotbird casting, not this particular one that came out later in Hot Wheels life. Copyright date on the base is 2007, so that gives you an idea of when it first released, and I think it first released as a premium. It might have even been in Retro Entertainment when it first came out. I don't even know. I honestly don't know. I should know. Probably should look it up. Maybe it debuted in Modern Classics. I'm not sure. I wasn't collecting Hot Wheels at the time, so going off of memory of what I've looked up. It's quite nice. It looks really nice. The graphic of the bird actually looks... I think it's tampoed. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, that's a tampo. I don't think that is the old dot matrix print machine. See, that is. The front end is. I think that might be actually tampoed. It looks very sharp. And almost like a raised print, which makes it look tampoed. I think this is not on the back, but it is on the bird. And I'm glad they did that. Of course, metal body, metal base, rubber tires, all that jazz. It's cool, right? It almost looks like the Jada Firebird a little bit. It's like not, it's a little, exaggerated in the feature department. And, almost looks resto-modish, I guess is what you would say. But still a really cool casting. I dig it. I think it's pretty awesome, so glad to have it. All right, lastly, but definitely not necessarily least, is the 94 Nissan Primera in this really cool hot racing Castrol livery, and this looks really freaking cool. So I'm digging this livery. I think this is super cool. This is like I forget what the series is. Some Japanese racing stuff from the past. Like with the Calsonic Skyline, this Castrol livery. I'm guessing they came from around the same era. This is reminding me of Gran Turismo style stuff, and this thing is actually just super awesome. So the big judging thing is, right, if I find these on the pegs, what would I go ahead and grab extras of, or feel the need to grab extras of? And to be frank with you, I might just get a whole nother set carded if I find them, because I like these all. Definitely I would get a spare Diablo, though, and I think I would definitely get a spare one of this one. I think these are my two favorite in the set. I think they're going to be pretty much everybody's two favorite in the set, but so I'm not alone there. It's not a hot take. Maybe the bird, too. I don't know. I'd get an extra bird. I shouldn't buy extras because I really don't need them. I just, they're going to sit in a closet for a long time, and then eventually later on in life, I'll probably end up just selling them. So it's like, do I need to do that? I don't really need to do that, although it might be fun to hook people up with them later on in life that maybe just get into this hobby or something, and maybe they're hard to find, or maybe just it'd be fun to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that stuff. Or maybe I'll just hoard it until I pass, and, my kids will end up having to figure out what to do with it, which is definitely a possibility, right? Yeah. Anyway, the fun thing about being a collector and then a collector's family, I suppose if you can figure out a way to get rid of the stuff before your family has to deal with it, that's probably the best route to go, unless you have a kid that really wants the stuff. And maybe I will. I don't know. He's kind of interested in it. Anyway, this is a very nice sparkly green. Quite awesome. Looks really cool. Really cool color. Really cool livery. And dare I say, this might be the best one actually in the set. Like the coolest looking one. I almost don't like that it's like sacked out though. That stance. Because if it was a race car, it wouldn't have a stance quite like that. So maybe that's a little... Right? It wouldn't. Or would it? No, it wouldn't be that low. That's crazy. So, yeah. Other than that, I think this thing looks pretty awesome. So, all in all, this is a great set of Boulevard that I don't think can be denied. I think it is actually a very, 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 very good set. Some contenders for the Lamley Model of the Year tournament, really. Like, these two for sure as new castings. Man, this one's really cool though too. It's just not brand new casting, so maybe we wouldn't include it, but this will be included, I'm sure. This will probably be included. Both very cool. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.